If you can get 1,000 people every year to give you $100, only $100. Do you think, bro, that 1,000 people all over the whole world,
100,000, yes.
So check this out. So do you think that 100? So do you think you can find 1,000 people, Rick, that like either your poetry or your music or your video? Do you think you can get? Do you think you can find 1,000 true fans, bro? You don't, bro. Do you really think 1,000 true fans is really that unattainable?
No, I think 1 million fans.
But what Homeboy's trying to show in the book is that even if you can just secure 1,000 people who like your work pretty good and will moderately contribute, what's $100 in a year, bro?
Yeah.
What's $100 in a year? What's $50? You know. So what I'm saying is, if you can find 1,000 true fans, and there are lots of ways to do it, you can make $100,000 a year, bro. From 1,000 true fans is what he's showing. So if you're saying that you could get to 1 million, then even more beautiful. But the point is, he's showing you you can realistically attack. You can realistically find.
Did I send you a picture today?
About what?
My book.
Actually,
that's 2018 when I made the 273
jump, huh?
Jump, yes.
Why was there a jump? Was it plugged somewhere? Why was it a jump?
To be honest, I want to say it might have been because of my accident. And Nitro paid
on
for
Facebook.
advertisement, a promotion for me. And that bad boy ran for a while.
And it ran where?
On Facebook.
You don't have like a safety pin or something, do you, bro?
I have 2 books in Japan.
You have to hit that really hard to get it, bro. 2 books in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Like written in, like you had it,
2 people bought my book.
Oh, I see.
2 people bought my book in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's a mistake because there's another Gentleman's Kiss that's actually Japanese.
Hey.
But that's actually what I was banking on.
Hey, joke.
That's exactly what I want.
The joke is on them, and it's a lovely joke.
No, but let's check it though.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hopefully.
I'm saying because it's not a bad prank. A lot of people do clickbait titles because they're trying to get away with something, but you're still actually offering real value instead of, you're not just trying to fake it. You know what I mean?
I just hope that maybe one day somebody's like, yo, I read your stuff, bro. I'm pretty sure if I go into my records in 2018, between June and September,
he ran. That's when he ran.
No, I was in an accident.
Yeah. I'm saying, but that's when he ran the thing.
I think that's when everybody was like really showing love.
So okay. So basically, what you're saying is you had a core group of people who were spreading the message, and it was effective.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, there's other ways to find a larger group of core people who would also spread the message. What I'm saying,
but this is still not the hard copies that I sold physically.
I understand. What I'm trying to tell you though is that social media, bro, will get you
I'm
fans.
proving your point.
Right. Of course,
I've sold 500 copies.
Right.
Plus, I'm just saying this is part of the record that I've sold 500 copies. This is literally damn near 300 copies right here. And the other 200 I know I've sold physically myself or given away.
And that's with no social media presence, basically.
I'm saying none at all.
I'm saying like marketing.
No major marketing at all.
Right.
So I know I can possibly get 1,000 because all I'm doing is saying to a woman, I admire everything that you are.
Why?
Ups and downs.
Why do you admire everything you are? Do you admire everything that you are?
Why is...
Do you admire everything that you are too, though?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There's...
Are you in the...
There's very little that I regret.
Are you in one of the female cults where you worship the woman over yourself?
Basically. But I'm not in no cult. No, I just believe that I hope to love and worship the woman that I'm in love with.
For sure.
To get equal love and worship.
Right. So, yeah, for sure.
Because
that sounds beautiful.
I know God is within self and each other.
How do you know God is within self?
Because it's a construct that we made and gave a definition. So what definition that God is what you worship. And my body is my temple, regardless if I poison little by little or not. But it's still my temple. It's the vehicle which gets me through life, and I have taken pride in it. I've abused it lately because I've been going through my emotional ups and downs, which bodies go through. But I've also enjoyed every moment of my life, even when I'm down. I need.
So is that a form of self-punishment or self-hatred, self-sadism?
Nah, I don't believe in the down part, bro. I just know sometimes I have them days. That's why I'm just quiet and dealing with what I deal with. I know it's an emotional ride.
Well, could that be what Friedrich Nietzsche is talking about when he's talking about, and Carl Jung, when they say dive into the negative so that you may deal with it and incorporate it better?
Exactly.
Don't run from it. Don't deny it. Don't medicate it.
The noun, even in the down, bro, that's
a part of you.
There is, yes, you know what I'm saying?
It's a learning thing, too. What can you take from it?
When I was in the hospital, bro, healing from the damage that was done to me during my accident, I took 3 days to meditate. I literally had no choice but to lay back and just meditate. And I didn't put my hands together and scream out into the ethers or into the hospital to some imaginary man in the sky. I laid my head back and I went into a meditative state and I spoke to God within me. And I told myself that I was going to rise and I was walking out of that hospital. Already knew from the moment I woke up after my operation that I was going to have to deal with trauma. So I'm already gearing myself to deal with that. I haven't had anxiety for years up until 2 years ago. And it was the first time it hit me and I didn't even understand it. I didn't even know.
Well, first you're talking about how powerful that the power of belief is.
But that's what I'm telling you. Now, I'm still in the power of belief. Now because I'm telling you the faith within me that belief has brought me. Right. Because you're saying you've seen evidence of it before. I'm telling you the ups and downs that I went through because my belief has always pulled me. I don't believe in depression, so I'll say I know I got to deal with an emotional depression though. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in the sadness. I believe in I create the happiness anywhere.
Well, could all those things just be labels to things that we all naturally feel from time to time anyways?
And that's what I'm saying. It's an emotional ride. So I understand it. I'm just going to ride the emotional roller coaster.
I think
because really yesterday I was down. Right. Today I'm a little bit better.
Could that be the beauty of life?
But it was a day of thinking of my brother. So even in the moment of thinking of my brother, it's a beautiful moment.
Right.
It's just sad that I miss him. And it's only that I miss him because I want him here instead of understanding where he is.
Could you be experiencing what they say about it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all?
I believe that's about as correct as it can get. Because,
of course, you don't want it to stop. But, the fact that you had it is even amazing. The fact that you're here to even be able to think about it could have been the vice versa, and you could not be here to. So I'm saying there is still, there's pain in it, but man, there's beauty in that pain. Allegedly, and I think that's what's really special about life is being in the moment. And I think that's why we figured out, or why I've found people who, seem to see the court as it is and see the debt thing as it is and see egoism as it is, because it all came from how they were studying egoism, bro, and being divided. So all these things, that's what led me to Tazarian, because he goes deeper into the divisions of self and deeper into, why we do that, what trauma's doing to us, what, how we deal with it knowingly and unknowingly. He goes deep into trauma, bro, because he studies people who studied schizophrenic people. There's like two of the utmost, so I'm just saying, when we're talking about divisions of the mind, he was talking about these two guys. I forget the names right now, but they were like the leading psychologist or whatever that studied schizophrenia. And it was just incredible, bro, what these guys had to say about the splitting of the mind and what these guys had to say about the mind. These guys that he brought back, it's just incredible. Oh, Julian Jaynes. Julian Jaynes is one of the people who studied his entire life, or most of his life, schizophrenia. And bro, what I'm saying is, this guy studied the mind so freaking much and so deep. And I believe he was into the occult stuff and esoteric stuff. But my point is, bro, he breaks down where the fuck up things are in the mind. Then you add in Jung, what Jung was saying about the shadow. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I really feel like all these things are really natural things, and we're supposed to be able to conquer them when we figure out how to conquer the or keep in check the animal nature. And when we keep the animal nature in check, I think that's when we'll get to a side of life that we're really supposed to be enjoying this whole time. But we're being stuck in the animal, you know what I'm saying? I believe self-stuff.
Primitive.
Right. But I believe, just like we talk about with relationships, man, if we can get past the menial things of relationships, right. a relationship could be a phenomenal thing shared between two people who are, co-killing life,
co-loving life,
right?
Each other, co-loving.
It could really be a good situation. So the same thing, is what I'm saying. So if we could really deal with the core issues, which is communication with each other, communication to self. Bro, I mean, dealing with beliefs,
communication of self, so you can truly communicate with the person next to you.
Right.
So if you know what you truly feel and how to describe what you truly feel, it's the best way to deliver. That way you're not causing more problems.